Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. As you can see this piece right here, this transformation was a challenge. Stay tuned to watch the flip. Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. As you can see here at the top of this piece here, the laminate was already damaged, so I went ahead and got my heat gun and started to remove the laminate. I soon found out that underneath was another laminate, so it looks like the previous owners just glued this right on top. So again, I'm just taking my heat gun and loosening up the glue and getting right under there. And underneath you can see there is some mold. Looks like there was something that spilt or that was leaking that led to mold, but I'll show you how to get rid of that as well. As you can see, there are a lot of rings and spills, so it looks like they just covered up with the top layer that I just removed. And I am just going to use some Goo Gone along with some bleach to lighten up those dark spots and get rid of whether it's mold or whatever it is. And then I began to sand. This was the most challenging part because it was really hard to get rid of the glue. So now I am just going in with my Gorilla Glue wood filler, and I am just filling in any of the gouges or chips that I made from removing the top part. I'm now just giving the full piece a good clean with my crud cutter that I always use. It works so well. Now it is time to remove all of the pulls on each side. Now I'll put tape in here so that I could be able to open the doors whenever I need to, since I don't have the knobs anymore. Now I am just filling in the holes. Usually I will fill in the holes regardless of if I know if I'm going to do pulls or not, just because I don't know, so I always just fill them in anyways. And as you can see, that method of the taping did not work, so I had to use my scraper just to put a wedge in there so that I could just open the door as I need to and just continue to fill in the holes on both sides. And now I am just sanding two of the drawers that I want to be able to see just the bare wood that I don't want to paint. So I'm taking off the top coat, and then I'm going to lighten it up with some bleach. I've already sanded the wood filler that I added. It was fully dry, and so now I am just with my 120 grit. I am just scuff sanding the entire piece to get ready. I have my one paint in the color of Card Catalog, and I am getting ready to paint the entire piece. Now, even though I sanded the two drawers You're probably wondering why I didn't take them out or even tape them off. I decided I wanted to go ahead and paint them. There was a chip on the side, and I don't have the necessary pins right now to kind of fill that in. So what I'm going to do is just go ahead and paint the whole thing, or at least start the paint, just to see what we're looking at so far. So being indecisive, I did like just a strip of it. I think just leaving a strip of bare wood would be nice. So I went back and I sanded back again, and I just added about the size of 2 thick tape, and I'm just using that. I measured it properly, and I'm just going to tape that off so that I can leave that part with the bare wood, and then I can paint around it. That way the corners do have the chip. I've already filled that in with the wood filler, and I can just paint that while still being able to show some of that beautiful wood. So as you can see at the top, there are some wood filler areas. I did, from the sanding that you saw, I did go through and add some wood filler just to kind of in some of the pores that were so open at the top. You could just really see a lot of the open wood grain, and I wanted it to be really smooth, so I just came back a second time. This is for the second time with the gun or the paint sprayer, and I'm just adding the coat again. As you can see, when you sand it, it turns green, so there's an undertone of a green, even though this color is a grayish color, but it's like a gray with a green undertone. So with the polyurethane top coat, that's what my husband is adding now, because I'm not able to breathe in any of the chemicals from that. But there was a little bit of paint inside of the gun, so he ended up painting over the trim. So I had to go back, resand, and start over again. So that was the challenge for this piece. But, it worked out, and just want to remind you of how the piece looked at first, how it was very plain, and here's the after. Thanks so much for watching. Take a look at my Instagram and my other videos. Like and subscribe.